and there's an old lady sitting there. I'm like, I'm an emotional.
It's
It's
okay.
fine.
Let it out.
But she's sitting there and she looks at the old lady and she goes, "Wow, you're beautiful."
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chancellor Gutierrez, and this is.
Paige Thorson.
And
Nice to meet you.
basically, we're here to show ourselves to the world and show show the world how amazing we are.
Yeah,
Because we're just a bunch
chat
of
it up.
kings and queens.
Yeah, chat it up with people. Have a good time.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. So we're super excited to do this. We've been thinking about doing a podcast for a long time, but we haven't. I mean, we've just been talking about it.
Yeah, we've just been talking about it. We haven't been doing.
Yeah, a whole lot of
This is-
nothing.
Yeah, this is us doing.
So we're finally doing, and I honestly hope you guys see this, or someone is listening to this, or someone
Someone at least.
listens to this.
Someone somewhere.
Someone
That
somewhere
would
in
be
the
nice.
world. We're also doing a video. For those who are listening, if you're just listening.
Yeah. Hi.
But also hi if you're on video. Thank you for watching. For some
Hi
reason my eyes
and
just started
hi.
watering
Are you
out of
emotional?
nowhere. I'm just so excited.
Is something happening inside?
Yeah, I think I'm just finally excited to do it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah. So yeah, we basically just want to come on here and kiki and just be ourselves. We always find ourselves having like the funniest conversations, and I always tell Paige that we need to be recording these because I mean, if we laugh, at least someone else in this world will laugh too. We're just so funny.
Someone has to. Someone else has to get our humor as well.
Like last night, I think it was literally just because we have Taco Tuesday. Okay, a little bit about me and Paige. We have Taco Tuesday every Tuesday,
Every Tuesday.
and it's never at the same place twice. So, or like in a row, I should say. I guess
It depends.
we go to restaurants, we go to houses.
We do it at our house.
We visit tow yards,
Tow yards.
on Tuesday nights. So last night we had Taco Tuesday at our beloved friend Miss Jessie's house.
Jesse, Anaya.
Hey, don't say last names. Oh my god.
Anaya.
Anaya.
We'll bleep it out.
Jesse Annihilator.
Annihilator.
Annihilator. That's what I think of when I hear Jesse. Jesse Annihilator. But anyways, we had Taco Tuesday last night, and some unfortunate events. Was it before or after the unfortunate events went down that we were just uncontrollably laughing, and everyone had to thought we were annoying because I think it was just you and I that was just cracking up.
And
like
honestly, I don't even remember what it was about.
it was about.
I just know that what eventually took over my mind was the fact that the tow truck was at the apartment. Like whatever was happening right before that, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, so a little bit about the tow truck
Hold
situation.
on. Let's talk about last week.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna talk about last week. So again, like I said, we do Taco Tuesday every Tuesday, and last Tuesday we went to Otra Vez downtown on 16th Street Mall. If you've been there, shout out. It was alright. I had a tamale.
It was pretty good. He had a tamale for Taco Tuesday. but
Tamale Tuesday. Anyways, so we went to Otra Vez. Had a good time. We had our tequila flights. It was a good vibe. Good time. Good food, good vibes, good
Did we
energy.
have 2 tequila flights?
I think we just had one.
Yeah, we did just do one.
Yeah.
But I did have
but
2 drinks.
you and I had a Casamigos one. And what did you think about that?
Honestly, like, I just have a hard time with taking shots.
Just in
I don't
general.
I don't think I ever take a shot and say that was really good. Ever.
I have, but my level of intoxication
Yeah, well,
was probably high. So I
yeah.
think anything tasted good at that point.
Yeah, probably by that point I have, but sober-minded me? No,
No.
I don't like it. Anyways, they were doable. I could take them.
So I thought they were good. But anyways, that's besides the point. So after we went to Otra Vez, we ended up going just coming back to where we are now, my
Mm-hmm.
friend Paige and Vanessa's apartment.
Yes.
And look, they haven't been living here very long.
It's new.
It's, it's new. But we already know, we know better by the parking, just because like there's like designated parking downstairs, and it's like designated guest parking specifically like for the apartment complex, and you have to buy a parking pass
I
in
mean,
order
and
to
it's also
park.
downtown. Like, you're paying for parking a lot of the time. If
Everywhere
you're
you're going,
parking
you're paying for
somewhere.
parking. Which, well, I guess,
If you
listen,
can find the
listen.
street
Yeah,
parking,
because
like,
there's also street
that's,
parking,
yeah.
which we get pretty lucky with, and we can get away with not paying for parking on the street, which we typically do all the time. But for some particular reason, we just had a wild hair up our butts, and or my butt, because I was the one driving, and I decided to park in the designated guest parking spot at the apartment complex. And what did I not do?
Pay for
Pay
parking.
for a permit to park.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna get slick and get away with it and be all no. Um, we were all
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
outside hanging out on the balcony for a little bit, and you know when you have a feeling, you just have a feeling. I had a feeling, and the feeling was feeling, and I was like my car. So luckily, when we look over the balcony, we can like see right the entrance of like the part of the apartment complex. We can
Mm-hmm.
see like where cars pull in and out of, for both guest parking and like people who live here.
Yeah.
And
He was
so
peeking
so
over.
I
He
got
was
up.
standing up. I was
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing?" And he was
Yeah.
like, "I'm just looking over."
Yeah, I was like, I just, just whatever, just want to be nosy. I wasn't like, like trying to freak them out or whatever, which I should have, because
Yeah, you should have
I
come
should have
down
like,
right away.
or you guys could have been like, pay for parking,
Yeah.
or maybe it was too late at that point.
I don't know.
But what we're trying to get to is, I had a feeling, and then a little bit after that, I left because I had work and I had a feeling. So I went downstairs to find my car.
And then
Not there. Not there.
I get a call. They just towed my car. And I was
No,
like,
I
"Wow,
called
no way."
Ness. I called you first. You didn't answer. Rude. And then I called Ness, and then she was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "My car is gone."
Hmm.
And then,
Saddy waddy.
yeah, I was like trying not to be mad or sad.
He was very mad
It
or
was
sad.
it was very much my fault though. I have no one else to blame aside from myself.
Anyways, getting towed sucks. Moral of the story, we
Yeah,
got towed
so we got towed.
previous
It was
Taco
whack,
Tuesday.
whack, whack, whack.
So
Getting
then
towed
Taco
sucks.
Tuesday last night.
Yeah. So okay. So then again, we are typically very lenient or like chill at the parking at our friend Jesse's house, because
It's more chill
they
because,
don't really like. Well, we can't say that now,
yeah.
but before in the past, there wasn't very much issues when it comes to towing,
Hmm.
because there wasn't very much tow trucks just like wandering around.
Yeah.
They weren't looking, and again, I thought I was sly, and I tried to get away with not parking again. And we were upstairs for a minute. Like, what time was this?
I have
Should I
no
see what time
idea.
Crystal texted me?
Yeah.
Because our beloved friend Crystal, which if you're
Who
watching,
lives next door
she
to
like, yeah, lives in the
Jesse.
building next over to Jesse. And if you're watching, Crystal, we love you, flaca. Anyways, so she texted me last night at 10:37 p.m. and she said, "Make sure Jesse registered the vehicles. The tow truck is downstairs. Bleep just called to tell me." And I didn't see it because we were like,
Drinking, talking,
being
eating,
baddies.
having a good time.
And I didn't see the text.
And we're sitting there.
And then yeah, we're just like I'm just like I just got up and we're just like having fun. And then I seen my friend's phone, Jesse's phone. I seen Crystal calling Jesse. Luckily,
Mhm.
fucking luckily.
Yeah, luckily.
And so I give the phone to Jessie so she can answer it. And Jessie goes, "Guys, they're towing cars downstairs."
And
And
there were some of us on the
again,
balcony. Some people were on the
once
balcony.
again, if we looked over the balcony, we could see what's going on. So once I heard Jessie say, "Guys, they're towing cars," I literally like to the balcony like so fast. I shot to the balcony, and I started to hear.
And then
And I look
Chance
over.
turns around and runs back inside because I'm sitting inside. I
Cause
was
yeah,
like, it was all
Paige and
happening
Lex are
so
inside,
fast.
and I look, and literally my car is getting drug away.
Yeah.
My car is getting drug from the parking spot that I was in. It was being drug away, and I was like, not again.
Yeah. He
And so
goes
I
running
ran
inside.
inside, and
He
then
looks at me. He goes, "They have my car." And I said, "Go get it." And he went
dude,
running
I literally
downstairs.
like
No,
bolted downstairs.
but here's the kicker.
Dude, I was about the business.
No, here's the kicker. We get downstairs and Chance is talking to homie who is
No. So look. So when you go downstairs, like you can go two ways. You can keep walking from the stairs and go straight, or you can go around behind the stairs and go out. And I seen the way that the tow truck was going. He was going the way, like around behind the back of the building where we are. So I went the opposite way of where everyone else was going. And I literally was screaming and yelling, "I'll pay! I'll pay! I'll pay the fee!" He was like, "You'll pay what?" And I was like, "I'll pay your hook fee." Because I'm not trying to pay $300, $400 again. If it's
Yeah.
$80, I'll pay that. I mean, I don't want to pay $80,
but still.
but I would rather pay $80 than have him take it all the way to the yard and then all the other BS. So I was like, "I'll pay your tow fee, or your hook fee." And he goes, "I'll just drop it for you." And I was like, "Oh,
Shout out to that guy. For
yeah." And so he dropped my car and he was like, "Unlock your car so I know that it's yours." And he took a picture of me and I was like, and he was
But-
like, "Have a good night." So yeah, I parked my car and I went upstairs. I was like, hey, what's up? And then I found out that not all of us were lucky that night.
Yeah. So we've just learned we have to be smart on Taco Tuesday, which
It's only
shouldn't
one
have-
night a week.
It shouldn't have been something we needed to learn because we already knew. We're just,
We're just
being silly.
young, dumb, and broke.
Yeah, that part.
Or whatever Khaled said, or
That
Khalid.
part.
Yeah,
Anyways,
so that was last night. That was Taco Tuesday. But enough about Taco Tuesday. Let's talk about ourselves.
us.
Let's
You
talk
go.
let's
You
talk
go
about ourselves.
first.
No, I'm nervous. Ask me a question. I'll go if you ask me a question.
So Chancey, what do you do day to day for a living? What's your life look like?
Well, thank you, Paige, for your question. What I do on a day-to-day, daily life is I wake up grateful as ever. Always.
Yes.
Always. In my own apartment,
Yes.
by the way. Always grateful. And, wake up, get ready, do the thing, and then I go into the office. But what office is it? Well, I'm a realtor. Another realtor.
Clap.
Yay!
Clap, clap, clap.
Kinda. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm a real estate agent here in Denver,
Yes.
Colorado, at Keller Williams Realty downtown. Shout out.
Shut
Love
up.
you guys.
Woot, woot.
But on top of that, Paige, what else do I do? Give them just like a little, like a little taste.
Chancellor is an amazing photographer. He's a visionary. He gets the ideas and he
Executes.
executes.
It
And
might take a minute, but
he's always learning new things all the time. And that's just very commendable of him, you know?
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
check out the
So,
Insta.
yes. So, on top of being a photographer, which I am a photographer, I am a media director at my office, Keller Williams downtown, part time. And that to me is just crazy because I don't know, I don't even know if you know this, but my position does not exist in any other Keller Williams Realty downtown or Keller Williams Keller Williams office, period. I'm the first of its kind, baby.
That's a sleigh.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
So I'm super grateful for that. It's a huge blessing and it allows me to pretty much do what I love to do literally every day. Um, but a little bit about that. So I work inside our office and I help our agents look good and I make them feel good, I think.
Feel good, look good.
So as far as like the photography goes, I do listing photography. So I take listing photos when agents have a new listing coming up, or hopefully I have this listing coming up.
Yes.
So I'll be able to take photos of that. But I do like pretty much everything on the listing side. I do listing photos. I do floor plans of the properties. It gives you the dimensions of like the rooms and square footage, all that really good stuff. I do virtual 3D home tours of the homes, which, if you guys don't know, is a huge thing if you want to attract attention to your listings because like it's like 87% more eyes on your listing if you have a 3D virtual tour. So if you didn't know, now you know. I also do listing videos, which is super fun. I started off not knowing what I was doing, and then I kind of just like finessed,
Yeah.
and I make good videos now. So if you want to see that,
So,
I'll show you. Um,
can
I keep
you
saying and I'm kind of annoyed by that, but it's fine.
can you talk about how you got into this industry?
Um, in like photography or like just like
In
everything and anything.
all of it, like
Well,
the realtor.
yeah. So if I'm gonna be honest, I've been kind of doing photography ever since I was like in middle school.
Yeah.
I remembered like I mean just growing up as a kid, I was always like infatuated with like technology. I think I was like the first generation to grow up with technology. My mom didn't know what Wi-Fi was. My mom didn't know what a lot of things were. We had a computer and we low-key stole Wi-Fi from our neighbor. So shout out to whoever the neighbor was because I had no idea, but
Shout out.
we had Wi-Fi because
Yeah.
so thank you. And so yeah, I've just like loved photography ever since then, and kind of during the pandemic, I started to take it really serious. I mean, back then it was more of just like a hobby. I had an interest in it, and I didn't really know too much, but I still like to do it. And then, like I said, during the pandemic, I got further into it
Yeah.
and kind of started to, yeah, just learn and grow, and it kind of just turned into like what I do now. So basically, as far as real estate goes, I've been wanting to become like a real estate agent since I was like in high school. Since I graduated high school, that was like my plan is to get my license. And I remember when I graduated high school, like my family, we all like pitched in so I can get like real estate classes.
Yeah.
But we got like the cheapest ones was like $400, which $400 is not cheap, but it was like the cheapest option that there was. And it had like like the bare minimum. It had like just like the basics, and it wasn't very like helpful. So
Yeah.
I was like bored and I kind of just like let it go away. Stuff like that expires. So I just like let it expire and I never did it. And then again during the pandemic, I was like, I want to do this
No,
for
be for
real.
real. Be
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah. And so I luckily had some money to invest into myself. I bought my courses through Kaplan and They were, more expensive than the previous classes, but obviously well worth it. It came with a lot of extra material, a lot of studying material, practice tests, like all kinds of stuff, and it was very, very helpful. And I definitely recommend if
Yeah.
I'll give you the name if you want to know, but not for free.
Not for
Well, I'll give it
free.
to you for free, but they better sponsor me.
Yeah. Please. Pretty please.
Please. And so I I moved to Texas, which I'm sure we'll talk about in another episode. But I moved back to Colorado from Texas, and when I moved back to Colorado, that's when I started to like take the classes. And for Colorado, it's 168 hours, which is kind of a lot. And it took me, I mean, I kind of slacked off a lot and was just living life and being young and fun.
Yeah.
It took me 9 months though. Well, not 9 months. I would say 8 months. Well, 7 months because I got my license at the very beginning of August, like
Yeah.
August like 3rd or something like that, August 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like yeah, it took me like 7 months because there was like a period in time where I didn't know what brokerage I was gonna go with, but I did have like my tests passed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I started at which I'm gonna have to probably gonna have to bleep that. Blink, blink, bleep, bleach, bleep, bitch.
Bleepage, weepage.
I was there for 2 months and I didn't really like it. And then I found the place I call home now is Keller Williams Realty downtown. And I've been there for 2 years now.
Love that.
I love it. I love them. It's a huge family and everyone's so supportive. And I've never felt so much support by a huge community before. And I'm so thankful.
I love that.
And so, got introduced to a lot of agents, and then one day I just started to bring my camera, my little Nikon, into the office, and started taking people's headshots for the free,
For the free.
for the free. And I just did it for fun because I really like to do it. I obviously just love taking pictures, and I love just creating, and um, I slowly started to just kind of progress from there. I became the preferred photographer that they use to take headshots for our agents. So like every time agents wanted to take headshots, I would take pictures of them at a very affordable cost. So it wasn't very much for the agent, which starting off as a brand new agent, there's a lot of cost and it's not fun.
Yeah.
But I started off doing that and then it kind of just like progressed. I started taking photos and then I got approached by our team leader. Sorry, I'm like burping.
Excuse it.
Excuse it. And I got approached by our team leader and basically was just like, "Hey, we like what you do. You obviously enjoy it, and we wanted to like know if you wanted to become we're looking for a videographer for our office, and we wanted to basically ask if you wanted to be our videographer."
Yes.
And I was like, hey. But I was also scared because I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh, yes, but also
But like they
SOS.
also knew that like I didn't know and they're like we're obviously willing to like help you like become a beast. And so I was like down. But the equipment that I had at the time, it wasn't the best. I had a MacBook. It was a Hue MacBook. I got it when I graduated high school. So I had it for like 7 years. So I mean, it's not like the worst. It was just
It
like
worked.
it worked for sure.
Got you through.
Yeah, for sure. But for like like editing video, especially like 4K video and stuff, I needed something like more powerful. And so I told them like I don't have the equipment, and so they're like, well, we'll just buy it for you. And you can just work it off. And I was like,
Cute. That's nice of them.
what?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, and next thing you know, here I am.
I love that.
Oh, sorry, I skipped. I started doing it. I was doing video, just video for the office for a little bit, and then I got approached by our owner, and he was like, "Hey, we want to turn this into well, never mind." He was like, "We don't want." Well, he said, could you see yourself doing this,
Yeah.
like as a job?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, think about it. Think about what that would look like. Think about how much you would want to get compensated, and then let me know." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, cool." And so then I texted him and I was like, yeah, I think I would be down. Like, let's try it out.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, submit a proposal. And I was like, what? Because I've
Proposal
never,
of.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me? A who?
Who's it? What's it?
And so I'm gonna open this because it's probably very beautiful outside. Help.
Beautiful.
And so he was like, yeah, submit a proposal.
You have to be strong. Grab it tight. Be strong.
Okay. So he
Amazing.
was like, yeah, submit a proposal. And I was like, dude, I've never had to submit a proposal for a job. So I was like, I don't even know what the heck this looks like. And so I went around asking people in the office, like, hey, how do you submit a job proposal? And they were like, I don't know. And I was like, great. So I had to figure it out. I figured it out. I sent it over. We negotiated for a couple of weeks back and forth, and everything went well. And here I am, adding value to our agents every day in our
And
office.
here we are.
So yeah, that's what I
Beautiful.
do. So yeah, I do like listing all that stuff, listing stuff, and then I take pictures of my beautiful friends. And I kind of just like want to venture out and continue to find other avenues to create in. And so, I mean, here we are, literally
Mm-hmm.
creating a podcast, which I know that I am 100% capable of doing. I've produced a few things before and I've edited and helped record a few podcasts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it. And yeah, so and then I guess the next thing I want to start doing is making music.
Yeah. And that is going to be a fun venture,
That's
I
gonna
feel
be an
like.
interesting
We're
journey.
going to do some visuals.
Oh yeah, we've
We're going to
already been
make our
working on the
own little
visuals,
we're going to make our own little background sounds, you know?
our own ad libs.
All the
I mean
things.
everything. Yeah, like it's gonna be a whole production. And
It's going to
I've
be
been
amazing.
watching TikToks, which I don't know if people are a fan of TikTok. I am at
I
least.
like TikTok.
But I've been watching TikToks of this producer like break down how other producers create like big mainstream artists'
Mm-hmm.
music. Sorry, the camera stopped recording, which I need to figure out how to hack that so it stops recording at 30 minutes because that's annoying.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were talking about the
Just
producer
making
who
music. Yeah.
breaks down artist music, and I think I was talking about voice chaining,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like hard to explain, but you know where he's like, big communicate. I shouldn't even be singing right now, but it's I don't know, it's so cool, and I like the way
Yeah.
that he breaks it down. So I feel like if I can watch consumable yet educational content like that, I could probably figure it out.
I bet you can. You totally can. And if you have like the right equipment and all the
Which
things.
we're working on. We
Yeah.
know what we want.
Yeah.
We have our eyes set on some stuff, some
Some things.
things,
Some little
some
things.
goals. So yeah, that's kind of what we have going on over here.
Yeah.
Paige,
Yeah, that's
um,
me.
can we actually first just talk about your beautiful hair?
I got my hair cut today. I've never had my hair this short before, and I'm living for it right now.
I think it
Like,
looks so
I
good.
just,
You walked out of the your job, and I was like,
you're like, he was like, oh my
oh my
God. Yeah.
gosh, she looks so good.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been a good time.
So
I
I
went
mean,
from
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I went from having
Like
long
super long
hair.
hair.
Yeah. And my hair had been long my whole life. Like ever since the time all of my friends here in Colorado have
We'll have
met
to put
me.
a picture on the screen. Yo,
Yeah.
send me a picture. If
Yeah.
you want to put it on the screen, I'll put it on the screen for you so we can show
I
them
bet I
how.
have a good one. I bet I
Yeah.
have a good
So we
one.
can show them how long your hair is because your hair is
But
so long.
yeah, and from the time that everybody in Colorado had known me, I've
Yeah.
had long hair. And so I was just like, I'm tired of it. I'm ready for something new. I've looked the same for so long. So I cut it to my shoulders, like a little bit lower,
Which was a
which
drastic
was like a big
cut.
change. And
But it
then
was still so slay.
it was so slay. It was super layered. It was super cute. And then I've just been going shorter ever since. And today we cut off like 3 inches of hair, which was a good time. And yeah, so I'm loving it. That's what I did today.
I love it.
I'm having a good time.
I love
And
it.
I'm excited to play with it tomorrow, like restyle it. And yeah, um, I enjoy that because I'm actually a
Yeah, so wait.
hairstylist.
So tell me about yourself, Paige. Like, what do you
Yes.
do or whatever? What does your daily routine look like? What do you got going on, Miss Thang over there?
Honestly, same thing. I wake up grateful every day.
Period.
Um, I am one of those people who I don't really have a routine.
Me either.
I have a hard time doing the same thing every day and making
I
sure
think it
that
might be an ADHD thing.
yeah, I think so as well. And also I've been learning about how it's so much harder to diagnose women with ADHD because a lot of the studies that they did on ADHD back in the day were done on a lot of men, and ADHD is a lot easier to see in men, just because the symptoms in men are like, you
Very
know,
obvi.
the obvious, like very true symptoms, and like the symptoms in women aren't quite the same. So a lot of the time, women go their whole lives like being
Being
undiagnosed
undiagnosed.
and having no idea why they do things the way they do things, and why they can't do things the way normal people do. It's just very crazy to learn about. And it's crazy to learn about how, like, women have just been pushed to the side for a very long time. It's very upsetting.
We're very
Anyways,
pro woman
pro
on
women
this
over here.
podcast.
Pro
We love
women.
women, protect women, love women,
Yes,
cherish women. We
exact.
love them all.
Exact. But, anyways, yeah, I don't have a routine very much, but a lot of the time, I wake up, I get my day going. I'm not a breakfast girly. I don't eat breakfast. I know that's a bad thing, but
I mean, if it works, it works.
it works. Yeah, it works. But I'm a hairstylist, and sometimes I'm a makeup artist. I mean, I'm a makeup artist all the time. It's just not my full-time job.
What kind
And
of makeup artist are you, though?
I do weddings. I do wedding hair and makeup. Everyone always has that reaction to, they're like, "Oh, you do weddings? Do you have
Uh,
crazy brides?" That's what everyone always asks me. And
that's
you know
my
what?
first thought.
My answer is always, it's usually never the brides being crazy. It's always one of the bridesmaids being extremely picky
Or the mother.
or the mother of the bride
I knew it.
being a crazy that day.
Yes.
Like, I've never had a bride be crazy towards me, never.
Well,
So,
hey, that's good.
yeah. I
Shout
mean,
out to all the brides or whatever.
I've had brides be like picky, but I've never had them be like rude to me or anything like that, which picky doesn't bother me, honestly, because like I'm kind of in an industry where that's just what I'm gonna run into. Like I deal with people's appearance, and that's a big deal,
It
you
is.
know? And so when people are picky, it usually doesn't bother me.
I mean, you have to like obviously like you have to give them
There's a
what they
certain way
want.
about it. There's
Yeah,
a certain way of going about it. If people are picky and bitchy, no.
we have a problem.
Yeah. I'm like, when you're sitting in my chair, I'm the boss. You're
Period.
not the boss of me. You might be telling me what you want from me,
You might be giving me
but
suggestions.
I'm still the boss. And you're not going to treat me bad, you know?
Period.
Which it makes me feel so empowered. Like being in my industry, I think that I've kind of
Wait, do men
become
ever give you like
give me shit.
attitude?
Yes, all the time. And like I will stand up to them because I don't know if you guys can tell. I come off a little bit cutesy, just
Very
nice, you
bubbly,
know?
sweet.
I'm very nice to everybody. I
Yeah,
like to have a good time. I want to laugh with people. I want to chit chat. Like, I'm just very nice. And I honestly can put up with a lot. So like if people are being a certain way, I can take it until it gets to a certain point and then I'm like, mm-mm.
agreed.
And I'll have guys who will think that they can talk to me a certain way or walk all over me, and then I kind of put them in their place and they're like a little bit taken back by it. And I'm like, yeah, I might be like a cutesy girl
Or
or
whatever.
whatever, but like I was saying, you're in my chair. That's my chair. I can kick you out anytime I want.
Period.
Yeah, and I love that. But
She's all,
anyways,
get out.
get out. No, literally, I would be like, get out of my chair. They're all like, what?
Halfway through the haircut, get out.
Halfway shaved.
Like, have you seen that video of that girl? I can't remember what happened or what her name was.
It was to a woman.
And she was like being mean to like the assistant.
Yeah,
And
and
she was like, no, no, Barbara, or I can't
I
remember her
wish I could
name.
remember. I know it.
But
She's like, that was crazy,
she's like that.
Barbara.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, you're not gonna talk to me like that in my
I wish I
salon.
could remember her name
It was something like that.
because she was being
Out of line. She like
rude.
hit someone or
Well, she was
something.
like, she said something and she went like
She was like,
this.
I was just like, yeah, girl, kick her out.
And then she goes, get out. She's all in the middle of doing her
Like
colors. She's like,
literally.
you're
She's
really
like,
going to do
you're
this
kicking
to
me
me?
out. My hair looks like this. She's like, I don't care.
She's all, yeah, you just stepped up to me like you were going to hit me, bitch. What do you mean? What do you mean you're going to kick me out? Yeah, I'm going to kick you out. Who the fuck do you think you are?
I mean,
I mean,
don't disrespect me.
Barbara, get out of my chair.
Barbara.
Barbie,
Did I
leave.
say Barbara? I think it was Barbara.
I can't remember.
It was something like that for sure. But yeah, good for you, Paige.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah. And I love that. I love sticking up to men. But also, it's scary. I've had a scary interaction at the salon before.
Like
Ooh,
spookage.
spookage.
Not a good
Yeah,
spookage
not a
though.
good
Like
spookage.
jump scare.
Like jump scare. Like, ooh.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So, I was at the salon. I was having a bad day because I was overbooked. I was doing a highlight, low light. And let me just say, if you're watching and you do hair, you'll know what I mean. This woman had retouched her hair with box dye. And
Which I will
he,
hold on. Can I just
yeah,
mention this?
preface.
I grew up with a hairstylist. My older
Yeah.
sister, who is practically my mother, has been doing hair for like 13 years. So I'm like, I know.
He
And when
knows
she
about the
said box
industry.
dye, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, jump scare. That's a jump scare.
yeah. But continue. Box dye, she retouched.
So she retouched her hair with box dye. She didn't tell me that. I was doing highlights on her. Box dye contains metals in it, and sometimes the
The chemicals.
chemicals in the bleach react with the
The
metals inside of the box dye and can turn the hair green.
Different colors.
It can turn the
like
hair
any
bright
color at
red.
once.
It can turn it like anything. It can be crazy colors.
Any color
And
the metal
so
chooses, basically.
I'm doing highlights on this lady and I go and check on the highlights and I'm overbooked as it is. Like I'm already have like haircuts on top of this color. I'm at the shop by myself. Like I'm getting walk-ins, I'm getting phone calls.
You have like three chairs and you're like
No, literally,
going
I'm like
from one
going
chair
between
to
all the chairs.
next.
I'm doing a cut on each chair. And then I have my clippers and I'm doing a buzz on each.
On each person. You're just like slowly just like working on each person at a time.
I'm all, you guys are all getting the same haircut. I don't give a fuck what you say to me.
Anyways, she's a
So-
gal of many talents, but
Yeah.
continue.
So I go and I check on the highlights because they're in foils. I open it up. All I see is blonde, red band, red band, and then blonde. So it's like, it's not even like the whole top is like red. And like, it was blonde, red, blonde. Like
That's
it
sad.
was a mess. It was like maybe a half-inch section of just red. Half inch. So teensy tiny section. And it was all throughout the head.
Like an
throughout-
entire ring,
and
just
through
like
everywhere. Yeah, through all of it. And so I was like, fuck me. And so anyways, I figure it out. I have to do this crazy toner. I have to we figure it out. And so she leaves the salon late. We close at 7. She was leaving at maybe like 7:20. And I don't even get a second to walk to the back to grab my keys, to lock the door, to turn off the open sign. It's the second she walks out, a man comes walking in and he says to me, "Can I please get a haircut?" And I said, "No, I'm sorry. We're already closed. I'm already closing late. My last person just left. I was supposed to close at 7." And he was like, "Please, it would mean the world to me if you just gave me a haircut right now, please." And
the begging.
let me give a little backstory to this guy. He's been in before. He was in one time during the day, like regular time. But I know that this guy has a criminal past. He was,
So he's sketch.
yeah, he's sketchy. And I think that he also maybe possibly had like
Substance.
maybe some substance issues or like mental illness problems. Like, I don't know. There was just something that like was
Yeah.
not quite right. I have no idea. But, anyways, so I already knew this guy. I knew of this guy. And so I was like, no, I'm sorry. I have to go home. I have to feed my dog. Like, I have stuff that I'm doing tonight. I need to go home. And he goes, well, I don't mean to be that guy, but he starts backing up and he goes, but your open sign is still on. And I was like, well, I don't mean to be that girl, but the sign on the door says we close at 7. And he was like, I called earlier and somebody said that you take your last haircut at 7:45. And I was like, that's actually Supercuts. Because I know that Supercuts closes at 8 o'clock and they take their last appointment at 7:45. I have a manager who used to be the manager of Supercuts.
So you know.
And so,
You're like, wrong story.
yeah, I was like, wrong store, that's Supercuts. And so then he was pissed. He goes, fine. And he turns around and he walks out. And the door to the salon is like a slow closing door, like a lot of like businesses
Like it just
have.
like
It's
a
slow
hydraulic.
Yeah, it's a slow closing door. And so he like grabs the door handle and he
And
purposely
slams
pushes
it.
it closed to like make a point. And so I was like, I'm a little scared of this guy. And like he just walked to the side. I didn't see him get into any car. There was no cars in like
The front.
the front or anything. And so I was like, I'm scared. I'm not walking outside. Like, I'm calling my fucking dad. And so I called my dad and I'm sitting there waiting for my dad to get there. My dad lives like maybe 10 minutes away. And I'm sitting there for maybe 5 minutes just in one of the salon chairs where I can see out the window, but I'm not sitting in the very, very front. And so I see homie come back, and I had turned off all the lights and everything. And so I see homie come back, and he puts his face like on the windows, and I can see he's looking around inside for me. And he spots me sitting in one of the chairs, and he points at me, and he waves, and then he leaves. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Oh.
I was completely by myself at the salon. I was waiting for my dad to show up. My dad was like maybe a few minutes away. And I was just like, okay. Oh my God. So whenever my dad pulled up, he was gone already. But my dad came inside with me and I closed the shop. And yeah. So that's crazy. And the
Wow.
shop didn't even ban him. So
Did you tell somebody?
yeah. And they didn't ban him.
Interesting.
Scary, huh? I'm like, way to show you don't give a fuck about your employees.
Anyways,
Anyways.
that's rude.
Yeah, so anyways, I do love cutting hair aside from that spooky, scary story.
Spooky man.
Yeah, and I do love doing makeup and yeah, I very much enjoy my life.
So like, what do you like? Because like, I have an answer to this, and I don't know if I can question and like ask this like right, and I hope you can like pick up my brave
Yes.
wavelengths. But like, I guess like when you do someone's makeup and like they see themselves for like the first time, or like when you like slay their like you like beat their face, you like do their hair, everything, and then they see themselves for the first time, like that moment, like how does that like like
How does it feel like?
yeah.
Well, a lot of the time it feels really good.
Has it ever been like an emotional thing, like wives, like or like brides, for instance, like
Yeah, I've had some brides be like, I feel like I've never felt this pretty before. And that makes me feel emotional because I'm like, but you are, like, this is you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just have makeup on. Like, this is still you. You know what I mean? And like, that makes me emotional just because I feel like there's like a deeper meaning to that. Like, it's not just like, oh, I feel so pretty because of this makeup. You should feel pretty
all the
because
time.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me cry.
Yeah, it's like it feels like such a Barbie moment, like
Literally.
women just need to like love themselves.
Fuck yeah. Remember that part in Barbie whenever she looks at the old lady? At,
Yeah.
like, the bus stop?
Yeah.
That's me every day.
So sad. But see, you love your
No, but it's
job. Like
beautiful.
literally look how
No, but
emotional
like
you are.
that's
Like
what I mean, like to other women, like,
I
because
don't remember that
basically
part, so I don't know what you're talking about. So maybe can you explain it for
Barbie
me?
is at the bus stop and there's an old lady sitting there. I'm like, I'm an emotional ass
It's
bitch. It's
okay.
fine.
Let it out.
But she's sitting there and she looks at the old lady and she goes, "Wow, you're beautiful."
It's just as simple as that.
It's simple,
It's so
simple,
simple.
simple.
Yeah,
Like making people feel good is like easy.
it is. And I agree. Like, oh, I'm gonna start crying too. But like when I take pictures of people and like, cause I've taken pictures of people who aren't confident. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I've seen
And then
people.
they're like shocked by like
And they're like,
what
"Oh
you
my
can do.
God, like
Yeah.
I look like this is so good." And I'm like, and they're like, "Oh my God, like you're so good at like." I have this conversation. I think I have this conversation all the time, and I don't know if this is like Stockholm syndrome because I don't think it
Yeah.
is because like I know that I'm deserving of everything that I have and everything that I am,
Yeah.
but there's always a but. I like people always like you did so good and like these pictures are so beautiful like this and that blah 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 and I'm just like yeah but all I did was take the picture like I literally just took
Yeah.
a picture of you
I'm
like
taking a
this
picture
is
of
it's
you.
literally you
Yeah.
like I didn't Photoshop anything I didn't like alter your body in
Yeah.
any way I didn't do anything to your face I didn't do anything to your teeth your eyes nothing like this is literally
This is just what
you
you look like.
yeah this is like literally you and I just took the picture
Yeah. I just caught a beautiful angle of you.
yeah
Yeah. A
and
beautiful moment.
a beautiful,
Beautiful
beautiful
moment.
moment.
But like I feel like it's so cool what you do because you just capture memories in time. Like
Yeah,
that's like very cool to
that is
me.
something that I actually think I'm super grateful for. Even like doing video and stuff like that, which I love that we're doing this now because like just like you said, just like capturing like
Yeah.
just this moment because we'll never be as young as we are today. Ugh. But anyways,
And we'll never look as hot as we do right fucking now.
damn. And yeah, so like even now, like I have a niece who is literally 1 years old today. So happy
Hmm.
birthday, my
Happy birthday,
Stelly. I love you so
baby.
much. And like I've been always the one since she's been born to take like professional pictures of her. And like when my other niece grew up, like yeah, we took like she always had professional photos done of her,
Hmm.
but it was always like a client of my sister's or like another like friend. It was never like me taking the picture. So I
Yeah.
think like this is even like
It's
more
special. That
special,
is,
yeah, because
yeah.
like it's and like I don't know, I just like get to capture just like the beautiful moments, like
And your
my
family,
beautiful
yeah.
nieces and like I
Like
don't know.
at your sister's wedding, were you taking pictures?
I didn't take pictures at the actual wedding because like I was in
You
the
were doing it,
wedding and
yeah.
like I was just like gonna let the her name is Britt, shout out
Hmm.
Britt. I was gonna let Britt just like do her thing, her and her husband do their thing,
Yeah.
and like just let me have
That's what
fun.
they were hired for,
Yeah,
and you were having a good day.
yeah. But every other moment aside from that, yes, I was taking pictures. Like
Hmm.
throughout the entire trip, I was taking pictures, and I'm so grateful for that because like my sister's gender reveal for Sally, we did it in Punta Cana. Yeah, Punta Cana,
Yeah.
Dominican Republic,
Hmm.
and I have the most perfect photo of when
Cute.
the balloon popped and the confetti's falling and like
You
the
should insert.
reaction on both my sister and her husband's face
Hmm.
like
Just so happy.
priceless
Yeah. That's so
priceless
cute.
beautiful
I love that. And
yeah
like just those moments are so exciting. I actually just went to a gender reveal and um the people who were having the baby, they wanted to take a video of everyone else's reaction too. So they like
had a
everyone
camera
was like,
facing them
yeah, they had a camera facing like everybody and like then there was like a camera facing them
yeah
too. And so
that's
like
such a good
we just got
idea
like everybody's reaction and it was
yeah
really cute. Like they put it together
oh
and so it was like them like doing like the confetti, not the confetti, it was like powder
yeah
and then like everybody else on the
yeah
side like next to each other. It was so cool and so cute.
yeah
Everyone is like, yeah.
I have another nephew from my brother Daniel, and when his wife Yesenia was pregnant, they did a gender reveal,
Mhm.
and I had just got my drone,
Yeah,
and
that's
they did
probably
the
cool as
same
fuck.
thing, kind of with the twisty the thing, and the powder
Hmm.
comes out, and like there was like 4 or 5 people that like were supposed to do it at the same time, and so
Yeah,
like I got the drone
and the drone
footage
got it all
and
cool.
the pictures,
Yeah, beautiful,
priceless,
beautiful.
priceless, Priceless.
Beautiful moments.
Beautiful moments that I'll cherish forever.
And I just love that. And with babies, like, just what a blessing to be a part of that. With little babies.
A little bebe. I know. They're
We
just...
don't have babies. We're just aunties and uncles.
Aunts
and gunkles.
Gunkle. I hate that. I knew you were going to say that. That's why I was like, ugh.
It's so funny.
Aunts and gunkles, yeah. But my nieces love me. I'm like literally my niece's best friend. Like,
Yeah.
she's my best friend.
Yeah.
Both of them, but specifically Jovi because she's older. She gets it.
Yeah. It's so fun watching them get big too.
It
And like
is.
also whenever they're excited to see you, that just makes me feel so good.
Yeah, like the other day Jovi called me, and my sister swears up and down that she has nothing behind this because we earlier that day had a conversation about me moving back in or maybe not moving back in with my sister. And so then later that day after my niece got out of school, literally after she got out of school, she FaceTimed me and she was like, "Are you gonna move in with us or what?" And I was like, I don't know. I was like thinking about it, but I don't really know. I'm like not really like 100% sure. And she was like, "Well, you said you were gonna move in. You haven't done it yet. So I was just wondering when you were gonna move in." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
You're all, damn, when my niece is asking, it's different.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
that means like she really wants me to move in. So
And that would be so fun for her.
yeah,
Like, I can picture being younger and having like one of my aunts move in with us, and I feel
well,
like
I
can
literally
picture that
lived
being
with her
so
since she
fun.
was like 5. Like I was like practically like her older brother.
Yeah,
She's like my little sister.
so cute.
But yeah, so yeah, so we love our nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Shout out to the nieces and nephews.
Sweet babes.
And we're not gonna have any kids until we're rich and older.
Yeah,
Maybe.
rich and older, not old, but older.
Like mid 30s. I think that's perfect.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
one.
want to enjoy my 20s.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to be held back.
So yeah, but I think we also kind of just wanted to maybe talk about how Paige and I know each other. How do we
Yeah.
even know each other, Paige? I don't even know.
I don't remember how I met you. I know that I met you in high school at
Yeah,
some
we went to
point.
high school together. She's she was a grade younger than I was. So I think I met you maybe when you were a freshman, maybe,
Yeah.
possibly,
Well,
perhaps,
I hung out with a lot of people
who were in my grade.
who were in his grade because I was dating somebody in his grade.
Yeah.
And so I made friends with his friends, and then I just got really close with everyone in that grade.
Yeah, I think we just got acquainted. We just
Yeah,
like
like
we just
just
knew each
from
other.
like knowing the same people and being around the same people.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then but we didn't super talk a lot in high school. Like we were
No.
like just
We're like
acquainted.
friends,
We were
but
cool,
I didn't really know too much about
Yeah.
you, and I think vice
We
versa.
knew who we hung out with.
Yeah.
And they were always
I seen
kind and
her
nice
obviously
and
at school, sometimes like at other like random weekend
he's-
events.
he always called me Paige Thorson.
Well, there's a
funny
reason.
video from
Yeah.
one of our friends. It's a little messy. We might not. We'll
We'll have to
never
get
show
permission to
it.
air it, but we
Yeah.
probably won't be able
Well,
to because it's very.
We probably will never show it, but we'll ask for permission to talk about it.
Well,
I think
yeah.
it'll be fine.
So yeah, but anyways, in the video, someone mentions Paige's name in the way that the Paige's name was
Yeah.
said. It was Paige Thorson. And so pretty much ever since I heard that, I was like, Paige
Just call me that
Thorson.
forever.
Yeah, even till this day.
Yeah. But then we graduated.
I think we see each other maybe at like some parties, possibly
some
like little high school
parties.
parties.
But not anything too crazy. And then you, Ness, and Jesse started hanging out a lot more.
So, maybe you'll meet these people. You guys probably will meet these people later down the road. But our friend Vanessa, who we love very much, and then our friend Jessie are actually sisters. And how many years apart? They're 2 years apart, 3 years apart?
I
I think 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years apart. And Jessie's older, obviously. And Jessie was a senior when I was a freshman. Maybe she's 4 years old.
She was a senior when we were freshmen. So
Oh, when I was a sophomore. Sorry.
Yeah.
She was a senior when I was a sophomore. And so I had known Jessie because we also did track together. And I was like, ooh, Jessie's a cool kid. Because she's older, cool kid, whatever. And so and then even after high school, like me and Jesse would still like talk every now and then. And just like every now and then during the pandemic, well, I guess it was 2021. We were like, hey, let's like hang out. So I had an apartment downtown, and I think she had just moved into her apartment up in Thornton,
Yeah.
and she brought Vanessa with her, and we just all hung out, and it was just like hanging
Cool,
out
fun,
with
good
like
good
some friends,
times.
yeah,
Yeah.
and pretty much ever since then we've just been like super big chilling,
Yeah.
and like we had like a pretty decently sized friend group,
For a long time. And then it condensed a teensy bit, but
and now
it's
there's
still the
only this
main
many. There's only
peeps.
this many, and that's all
Yeah.
we need.
That's all we need. Still our main peeps,
Yeah,
though.
the A1 day ones
Yeah.
for lifers, non-negotiables,
Yeah, the non-negotiables.
the
For real,
non-negotiables.
for real.
Yeah, and so like pretty much then we started hanging out, just hanging out,
Now here we are making
and
a
I
podcast.
didn't realize how much of the same person that me and Paige are. I think we
We're,
share the same conscience,
yeah, we
or
just are always on
or
the
the same
same
brain
level.
cells.
Yeah, we're always on the same level
Yeah,
with
she
each
finishes
other.
my sentences.
Yeah.
We finish each other's
Sandwiches.
sandwiches. Yeah, and so I don't know. We just decided to do this because we just thought we
Yeah.
were so funny.
It's gonna be a silly, goofy, good time. This is, I think, been a pretty good introduction, you know?
Yeah, I think it's fun. What else? What else do you think we're gonna be like talking about here on this podcast? Just kind of
I
like
think a
anything
lot
and
of things, and I
everything.
think it might get messy sometimes.
Yeah, and just to preface this, Paige might not always be here.
Yeah, it might be other peeps.
There might be other guest hosts,
Yeah.
but I think Paige will be the.
The main
She'll be the
co-host.
Brooke. Yeah, we were talking about Paigey being like the Brooke
Yeah,
Schofield
I'll
of
be
the
I'll be
podcast. Which
in and out.
do we even have a name for this podcast? I think we kind of
We were kind of
we were
coming up with
pondering on a
names.
few names. I'm pretty set on one, but we still haven't decided. But you guys will know by the time
You'll
obviously this
know,
comes out.
yeah. As of right now, undetermined. This is the undetermined podcast. We're not undetermined. We're not, I swear. We just don't know the name.
No, we
We
for
had some
sure.
cute ideas.
No, we for sure. No.
All right. So we're going to talk about our favorite songs right now. I have to look because I have issues coming up with songs on the spot.
I don't, because I know what I'm listening to.
So what are you listening to? What's your top like 3 favorite songs right now?
Right now or
3.
ever, because there's a difference.
Right now.
Right now,
Because it changes all the time. For
yeah,
me.
right now I can't stop listening to, and I know it's not like a new song, which I don't
That's
care.
fine.
Like,
I
don't
recycle
care.
old songs.
I don't care.
I will listen to a song I haven't heard in a long time and be obsessed
It's
with it.
called
again for
ADHD,
weeks. Yeah,
Paige. It's
I
because those
know.
songs give us the dopamine,
The
and we just love
dopamine.
it so much
And
until it stops.
And that's me with like new songs too. I'm like, wow, I'm obsessed. And then I listen to it like a few days later and I'm like, this is not hitting.
Yeah.
This is not hitting the way I want it to.
No, I know. I feel you. So right now I can't stop listening to Family Feud,
Love.
by Jay-Z, featuring Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Bzzz. Bzzz. Yes, we are in the Beehive. Just if you were wondering, we
That's the crowd that we're
we
attracting.
heavily
Okay.
partake in the Beehive,
We
Beehive
loathe.
activities.
And we can't wait for the movie.
Yeah, which we have our tickets to, by the way. So
Already.
we'll see you there November 28th.
Yeah. Can't wait.
I'll have to take a nap because it's kind of a later show, but
Yeah.
I'll take a nap for sure because I'm
You're
not gonna
gonna
miss
make it.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Of course,
We're
I'm not gonna
make
miss it.
through. We're going to be screaming, crying, laughing, dancing, throwing up at the movie theater.
Everything.
Just so you know.
Yeah. So Family Feud is probably like number one right now. I love that song. And I just like, you know what I love about it is where she's like, "Hiya,
Yes.
hiya, hiya, oh,
Slay.
she's like, amen, amen,
Slay.
amen.
Beautiful.
like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
Beautiful.
Okay, anyways. So that is something that I've been freaking obsessed with lately.
Okay.
Family Feud.
Do you have another?
I do.
What is it?
So it's another one with Beyonce in it.
Say it.
It's not a
Just say
Beyonce
it.
song, it's just featuring Beyonce. It's a Travis Scott song, which is on his new album, which I forgot what it's called.
I forgot. Let's look it up since I'm already on it.
Um,
Utopia.
Utopia. Yes, Utopia. That is freaking fire.
Foya.
But the one song that I have every word memorized, everything memorized is Del Resto Echoes. That one is so good.
Good song.
It's such a good song. It's the echoes that I wait for. It's the echoes I escape for. It's the echoes on the return.
Yes.
I
If you
love
don't know,
that.
listen.
You have to listen to it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but it's so good.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Because she's like, statues in the next room, billions in escrow, bulletproof the whole thing,
Yeah.
ignore the dress code,
Yes.
step into the ballroom,
Yes.
so hard to let go,
Absolutely.
things I never give life,
Yeah.
I can see the echoes.
Echo.
And then Travis Scott goes, riding through the thunder, trying to see the summer.
Beautiful.
And then she's like, it's the echoes that I wait for.
Anyways, no
It's
copyrights.
the
No
echoes.
copyrights.
Sorry, I
no
know. I'm like, I
copyrights.
literally sound just like
No
Beyonce, so I don't want anyone to
copyrights.
copyright us.
No copyrights. Sorry, guys. We're not supposed to be playing the song.
I know I sound just like her. So
Okay, and now your third song.
I have to have a fourth also.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. It's kind of a, I don't know. I don't know which one to go first.
They're tied.
They're tied. They're
Yeah.
tied. They're tied. I'll say the one. So it's two. It's like one song. So it's like if you are listening to Del Resto, you hit skip, then you have to hit skip again. And the song is called Circus Maximus with The Weeknd. And that song is so good. It sounds just like that one song by Kanye West. What is it called? A Walking Attraction.
Yeah.
A Walking Distraction. I think it's Black Skinhead. I'm naturally blackened.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's. Oh, I'm literally seeing Circus Maximus thinking it's Kanye West. Anyways,
So funny.
that one is good. And what's ironic about that song is he also, The Weeknd also sings about echoes.
Okay.
So there's like a theme going on, and I need to figure out what's going on.
What is it?
I don't know. I love it though.
Yeah.
Echoes. He's like,
Spooky.
I know our love is forsaken, but do you care if I was alive?
Yes.
Or do you want to be famous? Oh, what does he say? I'm waiting on a let go. I'm waiting in an echo. I know myself, I know exactly how to make you special. Go collect your fame.
Yes.
So, Echo. I don't know what's the deal with Echo, but that's.
If you know.
If
let
you know,
us
tell us. Comment down below.
Yeah, if you
Oh
know.
my god,
let
it's
us
like
know.
spit.
If you know, I would like to know.
I would like to know also because I don't know.
Yeah. And now for the
other one, the
second
other
third.
third, the third third, the second third,
Yeah.
the second of the third, and that one right now it'll probably change in a little bit until I could figure out how to really sing it. But it's Gently with Bad Bunny. And it's a
Yes.
Drake song.
Yes.
He's like, either I slow down the trip or I speed up the visa. Mananwa Liva, grab a Lisa, bring her to a visa. Bring her to Ibiza, introduce you to Richie Akiva. Maroski Benito, he needs a bonita. Africa, bien loquita.
Yes.
That one is good.
I love that. I love your faves.
Thank you.
That's a good time.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're listening to right now. Oh, I didn't say anything Beyonce, huh? It's okay.
You said featuring Beyonce.
I mean,
two featuring Beyonce.
two featuring Beyonces, but nothing that was a Beyonce song.
That's okay.
I mean, I could literally say like,
there's so many
yeah.
others in my
I mean,
top.
yeah.
like,
We need to give
I
other
can
people
listen-
a chance.
I can listen to Beyonce all the time
Yeah.
and like be great. You know? But
What
yeah.
about you, Paige?
So, like I said, I have to look because I fall under pressure. Anyways, so Paramore released this album and it's pretty much a cover album. So
Of
it's Paramore's album, but a bunch of other artists covering their music. So it's all of Paramore's
so
music.
it's like a collaborative kind of thing,
Yeah, but Paramore's not on any of the songs.
but
It's
it
just
was put out by them.
by Paramore. So
Okay,
it's a Paramore album. It's just sang
not
by
sang
other
by them.
artists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And so
fun.
it's really cool. So there's this song called You First by Paramore.
You first.
And Remy Wolf's version of the song is Chef's
Chef's
Kiss.
kiss. Would you almost say
It's
that it's better than the original?
low key, I'm liking it better than the original. It's just more, it's like hyper vibes. It's more up, you know?
Yeah.
It's more, I don't give a fuck, you know? That's what I love.
Period.
And then I am also loving One of Your Girls by Troye Sivan. I
Oh my
just
gosh.
love that song. It's like that
Look
song.
at you.
That song scratches an itch in my brain when it gets to like the chorus.
Oh
I'm
my
just like,
God. Wait,
I
we
don't
also
know
have to talk about. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. I'm
the
so
music
sorry.
video for this too. I'm just like
So good.
gorgeous,
I
beautiful.
think I literally sounded like Troye Sivan when I said "so good."
Yeah, so good.
So good.
Nar, Clary, so good, Clary, nar.
Okay, so if I was a girl, if I was your girl,
Oh my God, I'm confused now.
what's
One
was
of
it?
your
One
girls.
of your
Okay,
girls.
I was
Okay,
like,
so
wait,
that's number two.
that's number two.
You can have two number threes if you want, or you can just pick one if you're not like me. Or if you
So another number, a number three is Rosemary by Deftones. It's a hard rock vibe.
loves it.
My music kind of goes all over the place.
Woof. Was
Um,
woof.
and then I'm also loving Coasting by Victoria Monet. So
Yeah,
good.
we do love Victoria Monet.
Oh my gosh, I love her so much.
She has a song with Ariana Grande, and it's called Monopoly, and I think it's such a good song.
It is a banger.
She's like, I've been on the road
Yeah.
where you've been, real protective with my soul where you've been,
Yeah.
and your GPS even on where you've been.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't even care where you've been. Papa's get off me out here with that fuckery. Collect my girls like property. I collect them like Monopoly. I probably won't come if there's not a fee. And if they try to come stopping me, I show them my discography.
Copyright hitting those RE notes. Copyright hitting those RE
Need a
notes.
2020. Oh, work so fucking hard. Need a 2020 twin.
Beautiful.
If I give you my pin, you be set for life. That's not how it goes.
Set
Something
for
like.
life. When you just come up with your own lyrics.
Hey, it sounded good though.
It did. On life.
So yesterday, me and Paige were driving, and we're going on our way up north to Thornton to Taco Tuesday, and we were listening to Troye Sivan in the car because we love listening to music. And we were listening to Troye Sivan, and we were listening to that one song, Rush, which I like. That song, like literally, it
So
says
good.
it in the song. It's so good. It's so good. The song literally is so good.
It is.
But I feel the rush, addicted to your touch. Oh, I feel the rush. It's so good. It's so good.
Now say what you hear in the
So
song.
okay, so I was like, I thought this like a long time ago when I first heard the song, but I feel like I had to have listened to the song like muffled, like I had to have had something covering my ears, or like it had to have been
You were
playing in
in
the
deep
distance.
thought, like
Like yeah, it had to have been in the distance, or like just like faintly playing, or just like barely in the background, like background noise for sure. And I heard this. I heard it. Oh, I feel the rush, addicted to your touch. Oh, I feel the rush, right? And so I told Paige, I was like, Paige, I'm gonna play the song, which we already know, like we know the song. I'm gonna play the song, and I need you to like listen to it, but like squint at the song with your ears.
Yes. And
Like, okay, so like, cause like, you know, like when you look at something and like you can kind of make something of something out of something that's not actually that thing if you like squint at it. If that makes any sense to anybody, please, I hope it does. Paige?
it made sense to me
Okay.
yesterday.
And and did I just explain it the same way that I just explained it to you just now?
Yeah.
Okay. So like imagine like it's something that if you squint at, like you'll actually like see it. It's like an illusion or like an optical illusion or something like that, right? Well, oh,
Yes.
this is an audio
Yes.
illusion.
An audio illusion.
Wow, I literally just made that up.
Love that.
So I guess now I just made up a whole term for it. But this is an audio illusion to the song
Yeah.
Rush. And so I told Paige, because it's like, I feel the rush, addicted to your touch. Oh, I feel the rush. And so when I had heard it and it was like faintly or whatever, muffled, whatever, I literally thought, and I feel like this is intentional just because of Troye Sivan. I know Troye Sivan's a little dirty man. I feel like this might have
Naughty.
been intentional, or maybe I'm just crazy. Is there a helicopter?
Yeah, it has the lights on.
Oh, they're searching for someone here in the beautiful city of
It's
Denver.
us.
We're causing some fire over here.
They said no podcast.
And so if you listen to the song at a distance, I hear, I feel the rush, addicted to your asshole. I feel the rush. It's so good. It's so good.
But you just have to listen to
But
it and hear it.
let me sing it again. So he goes, I feel the rush, addicted to your touch. Oh, I feel the rush. It's so good. It's so good. But I literally thought I heard, I feel the rush, addicted to your asshole. I feel the rush. It's so good. It's so good. Which it makes so much sense if that's like
Yeah.
what they're saying, because it makes sense. But that's just me.
Addicted to your
Asshole.
asshole.
I feel the rush. It's so good. It's so good. All right, Paige. Well, I think this is the end of our first episode. Are you excited? Do you have anything to say?
This was a good time.
Yeah, I had a lot of
We'll
fun.
be back next time.
Yeah, I hope you guys got a lot of insight into who and what we are. If you
hope
have
we
any
had
questions,
some
drop
fun
them
things to
below.
say.
Follow us on social media.
Yeah.
What's your Instagram page?
Um,
Well, Paige gets her Instagram. I'll tell you my Instagram. My Instagram is at Chancellor, Chanceller, two R's. That's on Instagram. And then you can find me on Facebook, Chancellor Gutierrez. You can just literally Google me, and I'm sure things will pop up. Chancellor Gutierrez.
beautiful. My Instagram is Paige_Thorson_. That's PAIGE_THORSON_.
Thorson.
And Paige Thorson on Facebook, on Twitter X,
X,
on
TikTok. What about TikTok?
TikTok.
TikTok, I think my
on
TikTok is still It's just like at Chancellor. Or
mine is
something
just
like
Paige_Thorson.
that. Period. All right, Paige. Well, this was a blast.
It was a good time.
Thank you everybody for listening. Stay tuned for more.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I hope you're excited.
Don't forget to subscribe. Also give us a
Listen.
rating.
Yeah.
Rate this podcast. Obviously, a 5-star would be appreciated. But if you don't have to, you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah.
And we love you
Anyways.
guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night. Bye. Bye.